So, astral senses development exercise will be extremely simple but potent. My astral senses development exercises rely over visualization because I personally have certain limitations, so I cannot use a lot of tools. But my exercises work regardless. Visualize black moon in front of your third eye. Penetrating. When I say black moon, let me be clear here. Visualize moon which is red in color, radiating rays which are a mix of red and black. And visualize the rays of that moon penetrating your third eye and coming through your eye and coming out at the place where the skull and the neck meet. And while you visualize that, vibrate Luna nigratis ashtavat. And also, before you start practicing this exercise, raise the sacred space. You raise the sacred space in a following manner. You visualize the black moon, the same moon radiating the same light above your crown, and then you visualize that light penetrating the space of your area until you feel energy rising from the borders of your space. Dark red energy mixed with black. So, if you cannot raise a sacred space in this manner, I will give you a hymn from Lilith for that. But for now, do this if you can to raise the sacred space. And then when you raise the sacred space, do the exercise as instructed. Visualize the black moon, not the black moon, but the reddish moon, radiating rays which are a mix of red and black, penetrating your third eye and coming out at the place where your skull and neck meet. Instructions will be also written on the screen for the first part of this video. So now, after we told you astral senses development exercise, we will end this video tomorrow, tell you the hymn to rise a sacred space with Lilith, a new empowered one. But for tonight we have another topic, which is how to work with spirits properly, without spirits taking advantage of you. It is simple. You need to be self-centered. You need to be humble, but you also need to be cunning. You need to be cunning as a serpent and humble as a pigeon. So, let's be honest. Spirits also have their self-interest. And they don't give their true secrets easily, because once we know their true secrets, we can use it against them. So giving their true secrets is not what they do. What they do is they simply give humans superficial knowledge, take offerings and go away. If you call them to do the task, they will always do the smallest amount of effort for the task. They will always try to find loopholes in pacts. They will always try to find loopholes in spells. If you ask them for something truly difficult, they have difficulty actually manifesting things in physical plane for us. It's much more difficult for them than what people think. The reason why spirits are so mad and so obsessed with possession and with human bodies, and why they so willingly answer to the call for invocation, is because they have real difficulty experiencing this reality. They are not equipped to experience this reality. And many of the spirits actually desperately want to enter this reality, because this reality offers them sources of energy which they don't have access to otherwise. So you have the certain amount of power. You choose for who you should be the gateway, to which spirit you should allow to be the gateway for this reality. and you can use this power you have to technically get from the spirits the best deal, and to use best deal for the quickest self-empowerment. Now, a lot of people will be shocked by this approach, but this approach is made from experience. In reality, the reason why you make just $10,000 more from the pact with the spirit you made for money is because you could make millions and millions dollars more from the pact. But spirit chooses to do things the easy way in order to keep the most energy for himself. Spirits usually take much more energy for humans than they give, but they give it in a way that it seems that exchange is equal, but in reality it isn't. That's the reason why you see a bunch of broke black magicians and sorcerers who barely have anything in life. It's not because they are some black mystics or whatever excuse they find. It is because they are taken advantage by the spirits. Here is the thing, I give to those mystics, black mystics, whatever they present themselves to be, I give to them this question. If they cannot figure out this reality in order to manifest what they want in this reality, how they can figure much more complex realities such as astral realm, mental realm, metaphysical realm, how they can figure infinitely more complex realms if they cannot figure basic laws of this physical universe. So, what I can say is this. When you start working with the spirit, first start working for practical goals and start asking for practical knowledge. But after that, after you fixed your practical goals and practical knowledge, then start asking spirit of your choosing for his true agenda. And they at first won't give you that agenda. They will give you superficial answers and they will give you superficial knowledge. But keep asking over and over, and when they finally give you your agenda and their agenda, then perform the act of helping them by actually participating in their true agenda, and ask them to reward you with the knowledge they personally use for fulfillment of that agenda. And they will if you truly help them. And that is the true initiation. You truly help the spirit and the spirit truly helps you. Until then, it is all superficial nonsense designed by the spirit, aka what I call the smoke screen, which is here for you, to attract you to give offerings, sacrifices, incenses to that spirit, etc. It doesn't matter is spirit Venusian, is spirit celestial, is spirit infernal, is spirit elemental. This is the rule which can be applied for all spirits. Don't be that idiot who works with spirits for 20 years and still lives in studio apartment. Don't be that idiot who cannot perform decent, how I can say, money spell or decent curse and practices magic for 15 years. Don't be that idiot who has 11 priesthoods and cannot conjure basic familiar to physical materialization. Okay? You need to actually understand that all beings in nature and in spirit world are partially self-centered. They care about you, that's true, your guiding spirit and your patron spirits. They probably care about you to a degree, but they care about themselves more. And in order for them to truly give you their actual knowledge, you need to do something of meaning to them and earn their trust, and then they will give you their secrets. Before you actually earn their trust by giving something of real meaning to them, they will simply use the interface aspect of themselves to take energy and offerings without giving you actual thing, and that way they will be greatly empowered by you, and they will also keep their secrets for themselves, because once we know their secrets, we can use it against them, and that's the reason why they are not giving them. We are much more powerful than we give ourselves credit. According to my experience and channeled gnosis, and according to Belial, one single awakened human soul is almost as powerful as Belial. Belial is kinda prototype by which you can measure the powers of the human soul. So, if all of the humans awakened, you will have hordes upon hordes of Belial-like beings in the earth. And that's not something spirits of any kind want. They want few individuals who have their trust to be opened up, and everybody else to be in front of the interface aspect so they can get offerings and things like that. And all of the spirits function in this manner. Why do you think you have all of those Christians praying to their divinity like crazy every day and they don't have any powers? Because their God is simply holding interface form of himself and vamping the energy. That's the reason why. So please let us guys not make black magic into Christianity, okay? Let us not engage into superficial aspects of the spirits we work with. Let us truly go deeper and go beyond the interface and tap into the actual secrets of those beings. Guys, I am telling you this because today the good friend of mine told me that he is 20 years into spirituality and he still doesn't know basic manifestations. She gave a lot of money for initiations, for goat sacrifices, for incenses, for candles. She spent thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, and she still doesn't have things she wants in life. And here is the thing: if you do not have control over your mind, if you do not have control over your thoughts, no spirit will respect you. And sooner or later, even if spirit comes with good intentions, later on they will take advantage of you. If you have chaos in your head, they will start just taking offerings and they will start just going away with the energy. Because if you really sabotage all of things you do with your thoughts and with your emotions and with your attitude and with your behavior, it's extremely difficult for the spirit to fight with you all the time, to fight with your negative manifestations all the time. And then spirits usually give up and just continue taking offerings and they fucking leave. So if you want for spirits to respect you, you need to open up your astral senses and take your head in order. And make your head in order. That's what you need to do. A lot of spiritualists prey on individuals. They give them false promises and they go away with money. Many spirits do it too. You need to respect yourself. You need to take control over your head. You need to be disciplined, and then no spirit will try to take advantage of you, because they will know they are dealing with individual who is having his thoughts in order. And then when they see you, they will see you somebody who is on the serious path of ascent and who is radiating power. And then they will look and they will see, this is a guy with enormous potential, or this is a woman with enormous potential. If I work with this individual, I can elevate this individual, and that individual can help me in elevated state, and everybody will benefit. If you have your mind in control, spirits will truly respect you. If you have your aura in control, spirits will truly respect you. If you have your emotions in control, spirits will truly respect you. If you cannot get any of your shit together, spirits will try to help you in the beginning, but if you continue fucking yourself things up, spirits will simply give up and they will continue taking advantage of energy you are giving them off. And my advice is for this reason, because a lot of chaotic individuals try to make pacts and then they continue fucking things over and over again. My advice is, until you are 10 years into magical practice, do not try to make any pacts. Because it usually ends up by spirits taking advantage of the human being in one way or the other. And only way to get out of that form of a pact is to perform some crazy ritual, which, I don't want to even mention. So, I am telling you this because I made this mistake. I made some pacts when I wasn't ready. I didn't had my head in order, and some of the spirits disrespected me. Some of the spirits broke the promise. And the reason why they broke the promise is because they saw an idiot. They saw a retard who doesn't have his head in order. So I got what I deserved. I am not trying to bash any spirits. The reason why I am telling you all of this is, first, when you are entering into a pact, you should be careful with who you are making a pact and what you are getting yourself into. Because certain words doesn't mean the same thing to you and to the spirit. Some of those concepts are covered in my Selling Your Soul Debunked video. But what I can say is this. We need to stop being superficial, we need to tap into our spirits deeply, and we need to forget all of the nonsense given in the name of black magic in popular culture, and return to the sum of the concepts provided in old grimoires. Because spirits are not your fluffy friends. They can be extremely tricky and difficult to deal with. It doesn't matter do you talk about angels or demons. Spirits are not your friends. Spirits are not your family. Spirits are not your coffee buddies. They have their own interests, agendas, and legacies. And we should pay attention to the tradition. Even those people who cannot practice traditionally due to physical constraints should read those old books. Because more and more I work with those demonic beings, more and more I find these old books to be true. Not in a dogmatic, but in practical sense. So, what I can say is this. I am not saying that every spirit out there is trickster and tricky. What I am saying, if you don't respect yourself, no spirit will respect you. But it doesn't mean you should be arrogant. You should find balance between the two. Okay? If you try to be too arrogant, it's even worse than being self-disrespectful. If you disrespect the self, if you disrespect yourself, that's a bad thing. If you prostrate to the spirits and allow spirits to take advantage of you, that's a bad thing. But it's even worse to be arrogant. So you need to find the middle ground between arrogance and petty self-disrespect. Pitful self-disrespect. So my advice is, first, call the spirit, build a relationship, then work with the spirit to solve practical issues. But don't do it a lot. Then call a spirit to ask the spirit what is his agenda in the world, then participate in that agenda, and after you participate in that agenda, ask for the real knowledge, and then work with the spirit yourself. But don't ask spirit for favors, ask him for the knowledge. Why you shouldn't ask spirit for the knowledge before you participate in his agenda? because the Spirit won't trust you and he won't give you the actual real knowledge he uses. He will give you superficial nonsense. So, once you have access to true knowledge of the Spirit, then you should use that true knowledge to your own benefit and advantage. So, that is the end of this video, guys. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.